Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be looking at the Premier League this weekend and making some predictions so that we can laugh about how wrong I got them on Monday, basically. Anyway, we'll jump straight into it, and the first off is Leicester-Arsenal. Massive game this weekend. Both teams have actually seen a pretty good turnaround in form, especially Arsenal. They got battered in the first few games of the season, and then since losing 5-0 to Manchester City, they have not lost in all competitions. There's a bit of a turnaround going on, and as for Leicester, they've had a couple of good results recently, but both teams can look shaky in defence at times. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think both of them have got very good attackers. Aubameyang's in good form. And yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw at the King Power Stadium at Saturday lunchtime. Next up, Watford against Southampton. I thought Watford would probably not survive the season and come out too well. Having said that, there have been some good results recently, and the 5-2 win at Everton was astonishingly good, like proving that they can find the back of the net when they want to. Even though Everton did capitulate, and more on them a little bit later, they play against Southampton, who are just so inconsistent. They have one good result, they drew at home to Manchester United, away to Manchester City, and then have some absolute shockers as well. And for that reason, I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory for Watford. Next up, Liverpool against Brighton. I think Brighton won there last season, and there are some good results for Brighton this season. Graham Potter doing a very good job. They're coming up against Liverpool, who are in the form of their lives, especially after that win at Old Trafford. So I'm sorry, Brighton fans. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory to Liverpool at Anfield. Next up, Newcastle against Chelsea. The upturn in form that was expected after all the good news around Newcastle selling the club is not really happening, and I can't see how they're going to turn around in form just yet, especially not without a new manager in charge. So yeah, Chelsea are top of the league for a reason, because they're a ridiculously good team at the minute. Thomas Tuchel has them so well drilled, and against a Newcastle side who very seldom find the back of the net, I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to Chelsea. Next up then, Manchester City against Crystal Palace. I know City have a few slip-ups at home, but this is a very good Manchester City team, regardless of losing on penalties to West Ham in the Carabao Cup. Crystal Palace has some good performances, but this again is a very, very tough away day. I think Vieira's got Palace looking okay in parts this season, but Manchester City are very, very good, especially at home. I'm going for a 3-1 victory. I think Palace will be able to sneak a goal, but 3-1 to Manchester City. Next up, I'm a big fan of what Brentford have done this season in the Premier League. They've come in, they've been a breath of fresh air is the term that are always used when a team comes up and does something interesting like Wolves or Leeds or Sheffield United in the last few years. Brentford have been very good. We haven't seen them tested on a poor run of form just yet. That's kind of what they're on at the minute. Without winning 2 defeats in the last 2 games, and they head to Burnley, who have yet to win a game this season. I think that's going to change. I don't know why. There's something about it which makes me think Brentford haven't, like I said, come through a patch of bad form just yet, and I think Burnley are going to get the win at Turf Moor. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory, quite possibly the most Burnley result ever. All right, moving on then to Tottenham Manchester United. This is a tough game. United coming off the back of that absolute slapping. That's the only way I can describe it against Liverpool. No one knows what's happening with the management. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going to be around for the rest of the season? Doesn't look like it. It looks as though he's been given the Tottenham game, and a bad result here could spell the end of his time as Manchester United manager. On the flip side, Tottenham aren't exactly in the greatest form either. It's at Tottenham Stadium, which makes me think they'll have a little bit more of a chance. I don't think it's going to be a walkover after, as many people suggesting that United are down in the dumps after losing 5-0, this, that and the other. Because Tottenham, like I mentioned, aren't great either. My head says 1-1, but my heart says 2-1 to Tottenham. Only just. If I was being super biased, I'd say 3-0 Tottenham, they'll win easy. But I'm not being biased, and it's not that easy. After the results at the weekend, obviously the Spurs losing to West Ham. God, United must be... There's either going to be action or they're going to be absolutely down in the dumps. So yeah, I'm going for a 2-1 victory for Spurs. That'll probably come back to bite me in the arse. Next up, Norwich against Leeds. This has got low scoring affair written all over it. The only good news for Leeds is that Norwich are one of the few teams that are worse than them this season. Just 10 goals between both teams all season in the Premier League in a combined 18 games. Tells you all you need to know about this fixture. And I think Leeds are going to win 1-0. Not the most interesting game. Sorry, guys. Aston Villa, West Ham. Villa, After winning at Old Trafford, they've lost 3 in a row. And West Ham are on top of the world at the moment. This week has seen them beat Tottenham in a London derby even. Beat Manchester City on penalties in the League Cup. I think West Ham are flying at the minute and they're going to win 2-1 at Villa Park and only make things worse for Dean Smith at Aston Villa. And lastly but not least, Wolves against Everton. We spoke about Wolves recently. Good form. 3 wins and a draw in their last 4 matches. Everton looking as inconsistent as ever, and for some reason they always seem to do better away from Goodison Park than they do at home. Well, but even so, I think Wolves are gonna continue their good form, and it's gonna be a 1-0 victory for them, putting a little bit of early pressure on Rafa Benitez. So there you have it, my matchday predictions for the Premier League for matchday 10, I believe it is, this weekend. You guys let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to come back on Monday when we'll look back and react to all of them. But anyway, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Of course, leave your predictions below, and until next time, I will see you guys later.